was that?
What's up? Welcome back to Beyond the Grave Media. This is Josh here, your humble narrator, checking in on you for the 5th time. It's not your fault that this is the 5th time that I've recorded the exact same damn track, the exact same video, the exact same script, trying to talk about this. Wait, you didn't see all those other times I didn't save that you worked for an hour and a half on. So welcome. Dude, I'm stoked to have you here. Come on in. Come on. It's not your fault. We'll just go over it again. I'm probably a pro at this by now. You know, sometimes there are films that kind of hit you in just the right way. Films that are unassuming. Films that are a little bit bizarre, a little bit clumsy, a little bit crusty, that feel like they're pulled straight out of the $5 bin at your local gas station or Bed Bath & Beyond. And then they just hit you with the silver-sized bullet of get your shit together. Of course, we're talking about 2014's Late Phases. Late Phases, I have to admit, I was late to. That's a bad joke. But I was totally late to Late Phases. I thought as a werewolf film, it looked a little bit cheesy. It looked a little bit hokey, a little bit low budget, probably because I seen photos of the werewolves, right? The dudes in suits running around, and it did not look like it was going to be my kind of werewolf film. I almost was a little bit elitist with this film, and that's nobody's fault, and I was completely wrong. Bloody Disgusting, of course, was hyping it up, but it just did not seem like it was going to be something that I was into until about 2016, I think, when I watched it, and I was just really, really impressed with the heart and soul of this movie, and definitely taking a page out of Bruce Campbell's kind of Bubba Hotep, where you've got a retirement community and a grizzled old war vet that is coming into this community, kind of his last hurrah, right? His last ride into the sunset. And he comes in and there is a werewolf attack in like the first 5 or 10 minutes. And then for the rest of the 60-minute, 70-minute runtime, he's preparing for the next full moon. He's sharpening his skills. He's got a bad relationship with his son. And Late Phases really starts to charm the pants off you as a film. Late Phases has got crazy creature effects. It's got kind of this westerny kind of soundtrack. It's got a bunch of character actors from When a Stranger Calls. It was, of course, written by Eric Stoltz of The Fly 2 fame and Pulp Fiction. It's got Ethan Embry. Who else is in this? Tom Noonan as the preacher, this big intimidating force who's kind of this red herring in this film. Spoiler, if you haven't seen it, Late Phases doesn't fuck around. It gets right into the action. It gets right into the gore. And it's got, Lance Guest, who is famous from The Last Starfighter, famous from Jaws 4, also famous as the great value Tom Segura, just walking door to door like he's trying to beg a cup of sugar off of these old people and just taking a big old snack out of their arm. Lance Guest as the werewolf in broad daylight, snacking on people, preparing for that next full moon. It's just a charmer, man. It's just a really, really fun film that's got a really, really kind of 70s, 80s vibe to it. It's shot straight, right? But you don't have to really pay that much attention to this film. It's got a lot of heart and soul as you're kind of dealing with this war vet and his kind of tattered relationship with his son, that you can kind of see everything coming in this film, where it's like, oh yeah, of course there's going to be some problems going in, and he's going to have to really kind of work on this damaged relationship. And then he meets just a lot of really great old ladies and weird people along the way that are just, running amok at this bingo hall, this retirement center. Crazy gore in this film when it's there. The only thing I will say is you do have to kind of suspend disbelief as our lead character, Ambrose, the war vet, he is blind, which throws kind of a wrench into the machine here, as he's got this, of course he's into guns, right? Firearms. He's got this .357 mag, a shotgun, and he's just wielding it, right? He always seems to be pretty accurate, except for this one scene of gore where he shoots himself directly in the foot. Excellent scene. And then there's another scene where he kind of cocks that shotgun, and it's just like a werewolf pinata, just like bloody beef stew. It's fucking damn awesome, man. There is some great gore. Now, like I said, the creature effects, while I thought they were going to be hokey, it's not like that the whole time. And if you can get by some of the shots of them, I think you can actually have a really good time with this film. Some shots they look a little bit fake, like everything is pretty much practical in this film except for the heads of these werewolves. You can tell that they kind of like move automatically a little bit, and when they're not completely lit up, when they're in a house and they're coming from out of the shadows, or it's just like zoomed in like a nice tight shot, they look damn cool. They look a little bit scary, just kind of like big wolves. Not as cool as dog soldiers at all, but compared to that new Wolfman, I mean, these things look sick. So you really can't compare it. Late Phases as a film is super fun. Like I said, I really enjoy it. I think that it's for the person that's looking for a full moon flick, that not the studio, but just something to watch. And shout out to my buddy Mitch. The reason I decided to review this, I was on Instagram and I was scrolling and he was like, movie of the day, and it was Late Phases. I was like, damn, I haven't seen that in fucking forever, man. I got to go back and revisit that. Watch it again last night, dude. I watched it all the way through, and then on my lunch break at work, I watched the last 25 minutes because I had such a good time. I was like, I got to see that shit again. And it's a blast, man. It's a little slow in some spots, a little meandering, but you do get some gore in the daylight. You get this crazy kind of sepia film tone, color palette, right? Where it's just like this kind of sunset, and I don't know. It's almost kind of like, I don't want to say it's like a Clint Eastwood movie or anything, but it does have this, I don't know, Gran Torino kind of like, I don't know. It's fun though. It's super fun. I think if you haven't seen it, of course it's on Prime for free for a lot of people. I need to pick it up. I do not own it on Blu-ray. Shame on me. I got to go out and fix that. I think I'm recommended to people that are fans of Dog Soldiers, which also kind of has that, the servicemen, right? That army kind of, war vets that are out there. This is like a lot tighter quarters, and there is periods where not a lot happens because you've got the father and the son dynamic. So for fans of Dog Soldiers, for fans of, I guess that has a little bit too much action. So maybe, I don't know. I just think that the effect and the way that it's, I don't know. I'm trying to think of movies that this reminds me of, because it is kind of great value, The Howling in a way, but The Howling fucking rocks, man. We got to talk about the transformation, then I'm going to get out of here. The transformation is not American Werewolf in London level, and it's not even The Howling level, but it's these 10 separate shots that are all like lined up to be one smooth transition, where of course you've got air bladders, you've got liquid latex, you've got this chest bursting scene, and you got Lance Guest, this scene where he just rips his face off, dude. One of the coolest transformations for that part alone. That scene is so damn awesome, so effective, and it's a charmer, man. Late Phases is a charmer, great on gore, great transformation, fun character actors everybody can love. Music's alright, a little bit mid, but it's filmed really straight. Great story by Eric Stoltz. If you're looking for a werewolf flick and you haven't seen one for a while, might just hit you where you itch. Love you guys. Take care.